Hey guys, and welcome to Wrestling Days. So, even though I did a Roadblock video only a couple of days ago, I already feel a need to do another one just because of how much the card has changed, and there's been new announcements and rumours have proven not to be true. So I thought it best just to do another video, clean it all up. I dare say this will all change again within the next couple of hours, but God knows I'm trying. So Roadblock itself is a really, really bizarre pay-per-view. The reason that I say that is because it wasn't meant to be a pay-per-view. It's just a network special. Clearly, it's only there to promote the network. There's no pay-per-view in March. Obviously, WrestleMania starts at the beginning of April. So with that being the case, they needed something to sell network subscriptions, and so they came up with the March to WrestleMania. This is basically a Toronto house show, right? But it's now evolving into its own mini pay-per-view. There's an argument that the matches announced so far are better than what we are going to get at WrestleMania. Certainly better than what we had at Fastlane, like 1,000 times better than what we had at Fastlane. But Triple H, Dean Ambrose, I don't see anything other than a Triple H win. It would be nice if Dean Ambrose could get a count-out victory or a disqualification victory, just because then I think it gives him an argument to get into the main event. I don't see that happening. I would love it to happen. I really, really don't see Ambrose taking the title. I mean, why would you put the belt on Ambrose in front of, 15,000 people at the Ricoh Arena in Toronto when you could potentially put it in front of 100,000 in Dallas? So it doesn't make sense to do it now, which is why I think the best result would be Ambrose to get a DQ or count-out victory, because then it means he can argue that he should be in the title picture. But I don't see that happening. I think this is just there to get a bit of heat for Triple H, to sell network subscriptions. Triple H picks up the victory. Next match is Lesnar going up against Bray Wyatt. I've no idea why this changed. Luke Harper is such a good worker. He deserves a high-profile match. Last time Luke Harper had a high-profile match, I'm fairly sure it was for the Intercontinental title. And it was like a ladder match against Ziggler, I seem to recall, at a TLC. He might have done... I can't remember if he was in the WrestleMania ladder match or not, but honestly, the fact that I can't even recall his last high-profile match is appalling for someone of Harper's talents. They should have kept it Lesnar-Harper. I understand why they changed it to Wyatt, because I think this is the blow-off. There was a build. If you think that Lesnar got eliminated from the Royal Rumble by the Wyatt family, well, this is how they're going to end that story. I think the end was meant to come at WrestleMania, but I just don't think people wanted to see it, and so instead we've got Lesnar against Ambrose. So this is the blow-off for that Royal Rumble beatdown that Lesnar suffered, and he got eliminated. So I understand why they switched it, but Lesnar wins. There's no other result that makes sense other than Lesnar winning, and once again Bray Wyatt loses. If you get a chance to check out the Bray Wyatt promo that he cut on SmackDown, I thought it was really good. I was really impressed with it. Beasts bow to me is what he said. He was obviously going off on a tangent with talking about beasts that had 10 heads. Them 10 heads had 10 crowns, and typical Wyatt stuff. But I thought it was a great promo, and I would love Bray Wyatt to lose this, get absolutely destroyed, and then for him to go and get Sister Abigail, because I want Sister Abigail now to save Bray Wyatt. Bray needs Sister Abigail just as much as Triple H needs Stephanie. Really needs something or someone to kickstart a winning streak now. I thought it might have been Braun Strowman, but it hasn't. The Wyatt family with Strowman are just as awful as the Wyatt family without Strowman. So really, really disappointing that they've got all this talent. These 4 guys walking around in a clan, just not doing anything, not achieving anything. And unfortunately, I don't see Roadblock being any different. The final match that's been announced is the Revival against Enzo and Cass. I think the Revival should win this. And I think that Enzo and Cass need to get called up to the main roster. They've been a tag team for a long time. I honestly don't know what else there is for them to achieve. I mean, if they get the NXT tag titles, that then means they're just going to feud with all the teams they've been feuding with anyway. Does it make a massive difference if they're the NXT tag title champions? No. They might as well just go to the main roster and start a feud with the New Day. So I think it'd be good for the Revival to get a big victory on a high-profile pay-per-view. Obviously, they've fought in London TakeOver, both of these guys. Or these 2 teams, I should say. And the Revival won there. I expect something similar. So in that regard, it's a bit of a throwaway match. The other bits I don't understand about Roadblock, Roman Reigns was meant to take on Sheamus, but now Roman Reigns isn't being advertised. Maybe it's him getting, back from surgery, but this would be quite a long time for him to recover from that surgery. I've also heard, just talking about that surgery, that it was planned for now because the fact that Raw has got a Chicago show coming up. And that Chicago crowd is renowned for being a hot crowd. They would destroy Roman. So I hear that is why this surgery got done at this stage. So we won't see Roman, well, I won't say we won't because of how often the plans change, but it's unlikely we see Roman against Sheamus. It's also unlikely that we get Chris Jericho's highlight reel. Unfortunately, that was advertised, but now appears to have been scrapped. But instead, we get Charlotte. Charlotte's now being advertised for this. So I expect to see Charlotte in some form, be it promo or in a match. She won't lose the title. It's set now for that Sasha, Becky, Charlotte triple threat, which I think will be brilliant. But again, just makes this a bit redundant. And then also we've got New Day advertised. Sheamus and King Barrett are advertised as well. So maybe they just do a 2-on-2 match. I think it's almost certain that we see 3-on-3 at WrestleMania for the tag titles. So I think it could be Rusev, Sheamus, Barrett against the New Day for the tag titles, and then as much as it pains me, Alberto Del Rio against Kalisto again on a pre-show maybe. I hope not. There's rumours that's going to be on Roadblock. I just don't want to see it again. I really want Kalisto to drop the title to Bray Wyatt, and I really want that title to be dark. I want no colour on it. I want it to be black, grey, change the design a little bit, put a few, little bits, added bits onto it, like cockroaches or something like that. Something that's really like spiders or spider webs, or just make it a really dark belt, and then, just have Bray come out and do a bit of a US Open challenge. If anyone wants the title, come and get it, but you've got to come through me and the whole Wyatt family to get it. I just think it'd be brilliant. And that would really fit in with his now, new dominant run. Certainly if Sister Abigail comes into the mix as well. So, they won't go that way, but I'd love it if they did. I'd love it if they did. Other matches that are rumoured are Kevin Owens against Big Show. I can see it happening, but KO wins. And I'd love to see a really compelling match out of Big Show. He had one last year, and that's depressing, isn't it, to say he had one last year? But I thought the match he had against Roman Reigns actually was very good in that. Was it a last man standing match? Yeah. I was actually at the Raw when Big Show choke slams Roman on top of that London taxi, that London cab at the O2. That was a good little spot. Enjoyed it. and yeah, the match that came out of it I thought was pretty good. So it'd be nice to see him have a good match against Kevin Owens for the Intercontinental title. So I'd be on board with that. The other rumour is that Bayley will be there. They want to highlight her before bringing her up to the main roster, which might be what they're trying to do with Enzo and Cass. So Bayley against Eva Marie. Now, obviously, Eva Marie is known to the WWE universe, so it would make sense if she was the opponent. And she's getting a lot of heat as well. You know, she can draw heat better than even Roman Reigns. So I'd be cool with that, but I don't know. I don't know how it fits into the whole schedule because obviously not long after we have an NXT takeover that Bayley's going to have to perform at. But then saying that, so are the Revival, maybe even Enzo and Cass. So that's Roadblock. A brilliant looking pay-per-view, just at the wrong time and rushed. An ever-changing pay-per-view as well, I should say. So let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you're excited to see, how you think this will impact on WrestleMania. And as always, thanks a lot for watching. If you haven't already, then I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel, because I don't want you to miss out on, when I post these videos. And to be honest, they keep uploading at different times, so even I don't know when they're going to drop. But you can also follow me on Twitter. That is at Wrestling Days UK. And as always, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye.